Hey, happy Sunday. Unfortunately, I lost all my video footage from yesterday, so there's no video of the engine swap I did. But I guess I'll just do a quick update on what I did yesterday, and this is my project for today. Most likely, I won't be getting this project done today, but I'm gonna try my best to actually fix this engine instead of having to replace it. This is a very cheap machine, so if I don't have to replace the engine or go out and buy an engine, I definitely do not want to. As you can see, the Dynamark is sitting by my scrap trailer with no engine. Yep, I did the engine swap yesterday. It actually went along fairly well, ran into a couple minor issues. Primarily the crank pulley on the Dynamark did not want to release, and I had some issues with one of the mounting bolts. Okay, out here in the winter wonderland we got last night. Most of this was gone the other day, but it's definitely came back, and it's came back hard. And it's only minus 10 out here Celsius, but with the wind chill it feels more like minus 15. Craftsman plow, no changes. I'm really having issues with this one. The transmission is actually freezing up on it, so it's parked for most of the time. And when I do want to use it, I gotta stick a heater underneath it for about half hour, warm the transmission up, and that's fine. I should actually get it on the charger today to make sure that the battery does not freeze up. The Craftsman LT engine swapped. Unfortunately, I lost one of the wing nuts for the air filter on here. What happened was, when it was still in the Dynamark, I drove it up to the garage, and I was putting the air filter back on, and both the wing nuts went flying, but luckily I was able to find the one, but the other one's definitely gone. The mystery switch, there was actually no need for them to even put that on here. The electrical system on this machine works perfectly fine. The key shuts it off, on and off the seat. Actually, the seat safety has been bypassed on this machine, so that will be fixed. But clutch out, most times on these machines the clutch safety goes no good on one side or the other, on either the mower side or on the start side. Sorry, on the start side or on the kill side. But that safety switch seems to be fine. I still got to heat shrink these wires. This engine here, as you can see, has the two wires coming off the stator. This frame only has one wire. This is the I think that's actually my kill wire. Nope, that's the constant feed going to the carb solenoid, and this is my kill wire right here, which does need to be repaired. So I gotta tape up that one and make sure this one doesn't have anything sticking out of it. Tape it to there. It is currently connected up correctly because I do have headlights, and I'm pretty sure the charging system is working. I will double check the charging system though to make sure it is functioning before I go ahead and heat shrink and bundle up any of the wires. But the fuel lines are done. I got the fuel line running in front now, or let's come around to this side of it. Before, everything went around the left side of the engine, but really it's done. This engine was definitely tight to go in here. Most times with these particular engines you'd have a rear tank, but on this one I did not have that option to do a rear tank. I don't have an extra one. Also, this is a flip machine, so I didn't want to go through the hassle of finding a rear tank and putting it in there. Transaxle seems to be fine. It was a little bit sluggish, but that's because it was so cold last night. Reverse, like I said, was sluggish as well, but I had it running in the garage before I had anything hooked up. I moved it forward and back, and I knew it was fine, but then it got really cold in there. I turned the heat off, and of course that's right when I drove it out. But really, I think this machine will actually turn out to be fairly decent. Lastly, the guy came through yesterday. He brought the 42-inch deck for the Craftsman LT there. This is actually in reasonably decent shape. It has no blades on it at the moment, so I gotta go out and buy a set of blades, maybe a belt. Don't know yet about that. It came with two belts. One seems to be okay, the other one is pretty bad. So we'll see about the belt, and definitely two brand new blades on this will make this deck nice and happy. It just has surface rust. There's no major holes in it. Both spindles are good. I did spray them up with PB Blaster yesterday as well, and just give it some lubrication. But that's pretty much it for what I did yesterday. Okay, back into the garage where it's definitely warmer. I have the snowblower defrosting, got the heater on low. I'm gonna crank that up in a minute. Get this hood taken off this little Mastercraft here. It dropped the valve seat, so my plan is I'm gonna try to put the valve seat back in, and hopefully it will stay. Like I said, this is a very cheap machine, and I don't really want to change out that engine because I don't have any right now at the moment. But there's everything for right now. If anything interesting comes up, I'll definitely make a video of it and show more information. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please comment, and don't get your antlers stuck in your steering wheel.